He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Here we go. 12, fellas. Here we go. 52.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Begin.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
A gain there of 21 yards. Matt Breed out at Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Check, 47. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. 11.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times, it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at about the 14. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 84 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Keeps the score Saints 10, 49ers 9. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. A good pickup there, a 22.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on first down is Brees. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a third down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Lutz is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 29, Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, here's Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Here we go.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
12. Kill.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 2 kill. Check safety. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch. Good. Right forward. Ready.
Your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Throwing now is Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We go 21.
Breeze now to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front.
Right there.
Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now Breeze lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Hey, go. Mike, 27.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
21. White.
They'll toss it to Breida. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And some room to roam now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play.
Now, that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
It's Coleman here. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Breeze. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dee Ford, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dee Ford in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike Alpha. Mike 54. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Breeze now. And that will be incomplete. Very solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Get off the field.
11. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brees over the middle. It's Jared Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Brees. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start on the ground with Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run again with Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
21.
Check 24. Check 24. Pick the edge. Pick the edge.
2. 12, fellas. Here we go.
SOS. 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 SOS.
Now it's Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Niners on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Garoppolo to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity?
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
At the 44-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the pass. Check 3. Check 3. Slam.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's got room. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
65.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Watch, easy, opposite. Twist.
Now Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
He's coming. Double up.
Flag!
Double up.
13. Stay hot.
On first down, Coleman. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do.